In model year 2019, the introduction of the all-new ACE Turbo 900 engine propelled SkiDoo to even higher levels of success and acceptance in the four-stroke market. The engine was bulletproof, fast, and fuel efficient. The Turbo debuted in a plethora of G4 variant genres, including the MXZ, the Renegade, and Grand Touring. The engine produces such abundant power, there has not been a peep of a complaint regarding the rapid exit of the former 1200 triple four-stroke. This reality is even more profound when you realize there is a substantial uptick in MSRP for the Turbo over the old 1200 Fortec engine. For model year 20, the Turbo returns in the Renegade Enduro, SkiDoo's answer to the increasingly popular adventure touring segment. This is a great place for a four-stroke motor and an even better place for a 150 horsepower turbo. The definitive adventure touring ride has to look a little different and possess some standard amenities. Keep in mind, this isn't predominantly an off-trail or deep snow genre. It's about having the versatility to run big miles without concern for snow depth or distance. The Enduro is a full-on Renegade, so it uses a 137-inch camo shredder, which you can and should order up as a 125-inch lug ice ripper. The 900 Turbo engine is a purpose-built snowmobile power plant with a variant model used in the Maverick side-by-side. It is worth noting that in the Maverick, the engine produces 173 horsepower. While more power, in our estimation, is always a good thing, the Enduro at 150 horsepower is a blast to ride on hard-packed trails. There's tons of jam right off engagement and not a hint of turbo lag in the engine's power delivery. The 900 displays a strong predisposition to surge past the C note and pull well into triple digits down Kevlar Lake. Some of the engine's strong performance can be credited to the use of SkiDoo's P-Drive primary clutch. SkiDoo's 1200 Fortec established a reputation for strong performance at the big end, and this 900 Turbo continues that legacy. In fact, it would be safe to say this engine is an overachiever. So what makes an Enduro an Enduro? Standard stuff like a heated seat, mirrors, and a bush bumper, which unfortunately this particular version doesn't have. These are some of the accoutrements required for the adventure genre. A high windshield is appreciated by big mile riders, as is SkiDoo's industry-leading Link accessory system, which can transform your Enduro into a twofer in a matter of seconds. Available Link luggage, unique storage attachments, and gas-carrying accessories can be mounted on the rear tunnel and are almost limitless. The Enduro comes with SkiDoo's tunable skis, which allow the rider to dial in more or less bite up front by simply turning this knob up or down. In this application, we're solidly in support of the use of these boards. In some G4s, we have found the TS skis produce oversteer on some surfaces and understeer on others. In the Enduro application, the skis make good sense. If you wake up to 6 inches of new snow on a hard-packed base, you know it's going to be a long day dragging the brake and pushing through turns. With the TS adjustable skis in play, you can simply drop the carbide blade all the way out of the ski, and handling on loose snow will immediately become more positive, dramatically reducing understeer. One issue we've had with the Turbo 900 and all SkiDoo four-stroke sleds is this drive-by-wire throttle. In eco mode, it produces a rubbery, laggy response, and in sport mode, it produces an overly sensitive, jerky response to throttle inputs. While riders ultimately do learn to compensate for the throttle, we find it odd that the best way to control this condition is to operate in standard or eco mode all the time. This seems like a big compromise to make when you've paid for a turbocharged 150 horsepower engine. Go figure. While the Enduro gives off a less aggressive attitude than its stablemate Renegade, this sled is a blast to ride fast on trails. The corner-to-corner boosted response from the small-diameter Rotax-built turbo is impressive. For model year 20, SkiDoo brings the Enduro back with little change aside from this all-new digital gauge cluster. The new LCD gauge easily delivers tons of pertinent info while underway using this familiar left-side mounted toggle. The new display is exceptionally easy to read and is perfectly lit day and night. After one ride using this gauge, you won't miss the former analog-digital combination gauge seen on SkiDoo since the original XP. If you like to make a statement with your ride and like to be known as a big mile adventure tourer, then the 2020 Enduro must be on your list of sleds to check out this season.
If you like what you've just seen, click the subscribe button and comment below. And make sure you check out all of our great videos on SnowTrax TV's YouTube channel.